So, here's something funny. If you've played Minecraft for more than like an hour, you already understand basic economics. You don't need any class, you don't need any homework, you don't need any teacher that's going to claim you use AI on your work, even though you didn't use AI on your work, but they think you used AI on your work, even though you copied word for word for word everything the textbook said. Anyways, let me show you what I mean. Think about diamonds. You don't find them everywhere. You have to dig forever, risk lava, maybe die a few times, maybe install an X-ray texture pack. And that's why they matter. Now think about dirt. You can punch the ground and get it. No one's impressed, no one will love you, and they're not inviting you to the Dream SMP. That's scarcity. Stuff that's hard to get is valuable. Things that are everywhere aren't. In an early game Minecraft world, when you're just loading up, iron feels very important. Late game, you have chest full and farms, and you don't even care anymore. You just kill an iron golem for fun. Nothing about iron changed. What changed is how much of it you had. That's supply and demand. When something is rare, everyone wants it. It's valuable. When it's everywhere, the value drops. In Minecraft villages, emeralds are used as money. I know you probably don't use a Minecraft village to trade for anything unless you have a hardcore world or are just a really big nerd. But that's kind of weird when you think about it. You can't craft with them. You can't eat them. They're literally just green rocks. But they work because everyone agrees they matter. That's exactly how real money works too. And here's a weird history thing. The US dollar didn't always work that way. It used to be backed by gold. Basically, every dollar was tied to a real physical thing sitting in a vault somewhere. So money wasn't just we all agree it matters. It was an actual thing that was represented by gold. That's kind of like if emeralds in Minecraft could be exchanged for diamonds behind the scenes. You trust the emeralds because you know there's something real backing it up. But eventually the government stopped doing that and the economy got bigger. But gold is on its way up right now, which leads me into the sponsorship of this video. I'm just kidding, I don't have a sponsorship to this video, so a like and a subscribe would really help me out a lot. Thank you. So when people argue about money, inflation, or the economy today, a lot of it comes down to one question. What actually gives money value? Well, villagers don't all do the same things. One grows food, one sells books, one makes armor. I talk about this a lot in my video about how the Minecraft villagers are living out Plato's utopia. Imagine if every villager tried to do everything. It would be complete chaos. They barely farm right. You can have 1,000 villagers and they'll barely make you a farm that works. Instead, everyone sticks to a job, trades with each other, and things run smoother. That's how real economies work. You don't see the plumber taking an evening shift and going and, I don't know, ice fishing in Alaska. Now, let's talk a little bit about inflation. Have you ever built a really cool emerald farm and suddenly you felt rich? I'm going to be honest, I've never done that. I don't really know why I put this in the script. I've never made an emerald farm. But notice how emeralds don't feel special anymore. When money becomes too easy to get, it's worth less. That's inflation. Minecraft doesn't mean to teach this lesson, but it did. You know, Minecraft, this is just a side note. Sometimes the best things you do are unintentional, so stop doing intentional things. Please just add back random things. Thank you. Does that say 6, 7? 6, 7. And here's a little bit about risk. Going to the Nether is terrifying the first time, especially in a hardcore world. You might lose everything. You might die forever. You know, just like the real world. But if you don't go, you don't progress. That's risk and reward. If you play it safe forever, nothing changes. Take risk and you move forward. You may lose, you may win, but you're going in a direction either way, and that's something. And one last thing before we wrap up. Just like villagers, countries don't all do the same thing. They specialize. Some places are really good at farming, some are really good at manufacturing, some are really good at tech, oil, finance, shipping stuff around the world on a really cheap site that probably steals your information, but that's not for this video. Instead of everyone trying to do everything, countries trade with each other. That's how the global economy works. The country of China is a really good example of this changing over time. A long time ago, China was known for exporting things like silk, tea, That's all I had wrote down. That's what the rest of the world wanted from them. Fast forward to the late 20th century, especially after the 1980s, and China shifts hard into manufacturing. Electronics, clothing, machinery, same country, but a different role in the economy. Now, I could go into the effect and the reason why that happened and how World War II had a massive impact on China, but I'm not going to do that because that's not for this video. That's for someone else to make money off of. I don't make money off of these videos, so a like and a subscribe would really help. But this kind of trade has been happening for basically forever. Back in the late 1400s and early 1500s, during the Age of Exploration, European countries started sailing all over the place looking for trade routes. They brought stuff like metal tools, cloth, guns, spices, silver, and a hammock. And of course, religion. Now, sometimes countries don't like the way trade is going on, so they add tariffs. Tariffs are basically taxes on imports. They make foreign goods more expensive so people buy local stuff instead. It sounds good in theory, but in practice it can raise prices, start trade wars, start actual wars, and make everyone mad. For a Minecraft version, imagine charging extra emeralds just because the villager's from another biome. That sounds a little racist, but maybe you have a good point for it. I don't really know. And this matters because it's all the same economic ideas playing out on a bigger map. Different players, different roles, same rules. So when you really think about it, Minecraft isn't just a game about blocks. It's a tiny world where the same rules we live under play out in simple ways. Scarcity makes diamonds matter. Supply and demand is what decides what's valuable. Emeralds work as money because everyone agrees they do. Villagers specialize so the whole world runs better. Risk pushes progress forward. And once you zoom out, all that same logic applies to the real world. Countries specialize, they trade, they argue about money, inflation, tariffs, who's getting a better deal. The only economic difference is that the world has higher stakes and probably way worse consequences. Economics sounds complicated because we give it complicated words, but at its core, it's all about people making choices with limited resources. Minecraft strips all the noise away, and it shows the system for what it actually is. Really simple. So next time someone says video games rot your brain, just remember this exact script to this 7 minutes, however long video, and remember everything I said word for word, even the cringy parts, which is most of it. So you might have learned more about economics from trading carrots with villagers than you ever did in any classroom. And that's okay. Because ultimately, how you learn something doesn't matter, but it's that you learned it. If you enjoyed this, hit like. Hit subscribe. If you didn't enjoy it, hit unsubscribe. Hit dislike. Leave a hate comment. I love comments. If you want more videos breaking down big ideas using Minecraft or other random stuff that shouldn't work, but it does, subscribe. Remember, it all starts with one block, one trade, and one villager who somehow has infinite emeralds. Feel free to click these other 2 videos that are on screen now. Okay, bye.